I am Carolyn Hipkins, and we are in my home, my new home from Habitat for Humanity. Habitat's mission of opening up affordable housing, I think it's an important mission. I just firmly believe that everyone should have a decent place to live regardless of their income. Welcome to my house. This is the living room here. It just irked me that I was paying rent in a place and it wasn't a decent place to live. Crime increased. There were 3 break-ins in the building that I lived in. One of them was like right across the hall from where I lived in. There were shootings there. There was a murder. I think it had an impact on the way I slept at night. Since being here, I sleep better. That's the chair where I sit in. Of course, it faces the TV, so that's where I watch TV in the evenings. And I do my morning devotions and have my cup of tea. The way I heard Habitat for Humanity Metro Maryland was through my church. When I saw the income ranges, I was like, oh, okay, they expect working people to be here. But they were just people whose incomes didn't quite match up to be able to purchase a home, and they needed to have assistance. Habitat for Humanity does not give you a home. They just make it possible for you to own a home. You would do volunteer work for the program, what they call sweat equity. The group that came up was the Women Build group. It was a group of ladies from our church that came. The first thing we did is we had to gut the inside. I was taking the sledgehammer and I was pulling down the old sheetrock on it. That was exciting. The education, I guess, is my fondest memory, Education in terms of the financial education, how to choose home insurance, watching out for scams, Habitat's education does protect you because it gives you the knowledge. They don't just put you in the home. It's like, okay, congratulations, you're in your home, see ya. And this is my kitchen here. It's a good-sized kitchen, really. I'm just now thinking about generational wealth. I have a niece and a nephew, so this is something that I could pass on to them to help give them a start. And I think it's just good for families to have generational wealth, particularly for African American families, because they have been shut out with that. This particular area was set aside for African Americans, and that was because there were covenants in a lot of the neighborhoods around here, which prevented African Americans from purchasing and owning a home. And this is the bedroom where I sleep at night. And so this is the house. What Habitat for Humanity does for me is it has prevented me from running around trying to find an affordable home. I've been able to get a 0% interest loan. And also the down payment is 1%, which is a chunk of change, but it was still something that I could do. And no more than 30% of my income would be spent on the mortgage. I've been able to set aside money for the things I need. If something happens, I'm not in a dire situation. But the most important thing really is have something of my own, a home of my own. That was more important to me, having a safe, stable place to live.